Greetings. Did you know that studies show that 1 in 7 women who attend historically black colleges and universities will be victim to sexual assault? According to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, 1 in 5 women and 1 in 71 men will be raped at some point in their lives. The Resource Center also reports that rape costs $151,000 per victim. Rape is the most costly crime in the United States, totaling $127 billion per year, ahead of crimes such as assault, murder, and drunk driving. Furthermore, the National College of Women's Sexual Victimization reported that 20 to 25% of women will be victim to sexual assault at some point during their collegiate career. This study also found that just over half of completed rapes occurred after midnight and in living quarters. The study reports it is most common for students to be sexually victimized off campus than on campus. However, rape is still the most underreported crime. 63% of sexual assaults are not reported to police, but the National Sexual Violence Resource Center reported that 90% of sexual assault victims on college campuses do not report their assaults to the police. There are studies that focus specifically on the prevalence of sexual assault on historically black colleges and universities campuses, like the one we reside on today. The American Professional Society on the Abuse of Children ran a survey that included 3,951 undergraduate women during November of 2008. Of the 3,951 women, 14% of women said they were victim to sexual assault, which was defined as unwanted and non-consensual sexual contact, and either which physical force or the threat of force was used to achieve contact, or the individual was too incapacitated to provide consent. Approximately 14% of these women experienced completed or attempted sexual assault since entering college. This boils down to 586 women, or 1 in 7 women on historically black colleges and universities campuses. The survey also found that 98.5% of assailants were males. The most frequently reported assailants were classmates and dating partners. Notably, campus perpetrators are often serial offenders. One study found that 7% of college men admitted to committing rape or attempting rape, and 63% of these men admitted to committing multiple rapes each. The HBCU study also found risk factors that increased the prevalence of sexual violence. Women who reported getting drunk had a higher likelihood of being victim of incapacitated sexual assault, and women who reported binge drinking were likely to experience any sexual assault. Additionally, patterns of substance abuse were used to assess risk factors of the study. This included getting drunk, being given a drug without consent, using marijuana, using other illicit drugs, and being drunk at any time. 4 of the 5 measures were associated with increased odds of incapacitated sexual assault among undergraduate women. The White House Council of Women and Girls published a report labeled Rape and Sexual Assault, a renewed call for action. The council found sexual assault victims were 5 times more likely to have a major depressive episode than non-victims. Furthermore, the council found that African American women aged 18 to 24 were 5 times more likely to be exposed to high-risk HPV infections. In addition to that statistic, the council reported victims having a higher chance of drug or alcohol abuse, which can hamper a student's ability to succeed in the classroom. By and large, studies show that substance abuse, depression, and anxiety have all been linked to higher college dropout rates and sexual assault, according to the White House Council. Last but not least, the HBCU study revealed that 81% of females who experienced completed rape or attempted rape reported significant short-term or long-term impacts such as post-traumatic stress disorder, which is uncurable and the condition may last months or years, which triggers that can bring back memories of trauma accompanied by intense emotional and physical reactions.